magnificent for us. Both of them, I think, took close to 16, 17 wickets in a test match. And that itself is a big, big achievement. Coming into this test match, especially without Jasprit Bhai, there were a lot of questions about if we were able to take those 20 wickets. And the way these two guys delivered was just outstanding. I have no words to describe.
Shubman, just a bit closer.
या शुभन सबसे पहले तो बहुत बहुत बधाई आपको डबल सेंचुरी और 150 प्लस स्कोर के लिए। शुभन इस टेस्ट मैच से पहले हर कोई ये कह रहा था कि भारतीय तेज गेंदबाजी के पास 20 विकेट लेने की क्षमता नहीं है, यहाँ हर जगह यही चल रहा है, लेकिन आप 10 विकेट उसने आकाशदीप ने लिए हैं और 7 विकेट सिराज ने लिए हैं, तो एक अच्छा अगले मैच में हम उसको भी वापसी देखेंगे, जसप्रीत बुमराह की भी वापसी देखेंगे। तो आपको क्या लग रहा है कि किस तरीके से अब अगले मैच में जाएंगे, क्योंकि एक बहुत बड़े बदलाव आया बॉलिंग जो विकेट टेकिंग क्षमता में।
सर मैंने ये मैच के आई थिंक पहले भी बोला था, ये मेरे हिसाब से वन ऑफ द बेस्ट टीम्स है जो यहाँ पे वन ऑफ द बेस्ट इंडियन टीम्स है जो यहाँ पे टॉर कर रही है। अगर आई थिंक वन ऑफ द बेस्ट टीम्स के में से जो भी 16 प्लेयर यहाँ पे सिलेक्ट होते हैं, मैं ये बिलीव रखता हूँ कि कोई भी हमारा बॉलिंग टैग किसी भी सिचुएशन और कंडीशन में 20 विकेट ले सकता है। जी डेफिनेटली जसप्रीत भाई, ही इज़ वन ऑफ द बेस्ट बॉलर्स इन द वर्ल्ड राइट नाउ, but irrespective of that fact, any bowling attack of ours can take 20 wickets anywhere, and this was just another example of that.
Shubman, just would like to take yesterday. What was that reason for that little bit slowness between the lunch and tea? You were a little cautious, in building the lead. When we were 416, when Pan got out, and 550 could have been, but we keep on stretching it. So what was the reason? And then again after tea, you picked it up for the attacking. So what was the reason in that patch?
So when we came out on tea, I think we were around 480 runs. After lunch, I don't know exactly how many runs we were on,
360.
but 360. Yeah, so the target that we had in mind was close to 550, 600 runs, and that's still another 200 runs from there, from 460. So I thought it was important for us to be able to have a good partnership from there. And it's always easy to be able to score runs quickly when there are two set batsmen there, and that was the talk.
Yes, sir.
Shubman, obviously when you have two big knocks, you have the hunger, you have the ability, the skills, but just in terms of your mental preparation to keep the focus going, and the fact that you're running your twos at 150 like you're batting on 5 or something, so where do you get that physical and mental energy to keep going in this heat as well?
I think when you are just looking at the scorecard constantly and you have a target in your mind, you don't really think about your personal milestones or where you are. You just think about where you want to get as a team, and that's where it comes from.
Shubman here. Your first win as a test captain, very important calls you took as a captain, like playing 11, like people said Kuldeep, you went for Washington, that worked. Declaration, they said you delayed it, finally worked, it paid. Here also some important, like Akashdeep coming from the other end, suddenly you're giving the ball to Washington. Like among the various decisions you took, which will you remember and which were the most significant?
Actually, today in the morning, Akashdeep was not supposed to bowl from that end. Prasad Krishna came as a change-up, but I think the way he bowled that one over, it felt like he can get us a wicket, and because of him, Akash had to bowl from the other end, which got us wickets from that end. And luckily that worked very well for us.
Yes.
Before the match, when we were talking about the runs from the tail, you said that you also have to look at yourself. You pointed out your shot in the match. You said you need to back more responsibilities. You wanted to lead by example. What kind of then coming here and playing these two really long knocks and not playing any of those shots? What kind of mental discipline does it take to keep doing that? And do you feel you were able to, show to the others that this is what is needed to be done?
Yes, I think sometimes, especially when you are the captain, I think you need to lead by example, so that whenever there is another player in that situation, you can command to that player, this is what the team requires right now, and you always have to put the team first rather than your personal desires, or sometimes you want to try some things. But I think if you put the team ahead of you, you would always walk in the right direction or walk on the right path, and that's what I wanted to do in this match. If a good ball gets me out, it gets me out, but as long as I'm there, I want to play as long as possible.
Shubman, most of you have played very short test matches. They have not lasted 5 days. These are 2 back-to-back test matches that have lasted all sessions. So how much do you think that your team must have evolved from this personally for you as well, and going forward that there are 3 test matches to go? How much do you think playing these 30 sessions have helped you?
Definitely helped us in a massive way. I would say not many test matches when we play in India go for 5 days. But luckily, most of the days when we are playing here, we are batting, not fielding. So that's good for us. Even in the first inning, I think we fielded for about 90 overs, which is about a day. So I think that's good. The different, like I said, the different perspectives to look at things. I think even in the series, in the upcoming matches, if we are able to score runs consistently, post around 400 or 300 totals, we would always be in the game.
As a captain, has that helped?
As a captain,
Marshalling the field for such a long time, playing long sessions.
like I said, we have only fielded. I don't know how many overs did we field for today. I think 65, 70 overs. In the first innings, about 90 overs. So it hasn't been that long when we are out there fielding. It feels pretty long because of the way that they play. But actually, if you look at the overs, they aren't that much.
शुभमन फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन फॉर दिस वंडरफुल विक्ट्री. इट्स अ यंग टीम और इस मैच से पहले बहुत कुछ कहा गया था बॉलिंग अटैक के बारे में. प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में एक क्वेश्चन में आपको रिमाइंड भी कराया गया था बर्मिंघम में इंडियन टीम की हिस्ट्री के बारे में. लेकिन जिस तरीके से परफॉर्मेंस हुआ, जिस तरीके से हमने डोमिनेट किया, आई थिंक वी आउट बोल्ड इंग्लैंड इन ऑल सेशन. तो इस बॉलिंग एफर्ट के बारे में थोड़ा सा क्या बताएंगे, और अगर हम गोइंग फॉरवर्ड जो लास्ट क्वेश्चन का एक्सटेंशन है कि वर्कलोड मैनेजमेंट को आप थोड़ा सा किस तरीके से देखेंगे, क्योंकि यू हैव प्लेड एज अर्ली आस्क्ड ऑल द सेशंस.
जी, जिस तरीके से हमारे बॉलर्स ने, जो हमने पिछले मैच के बाद एक्चुअली हमने बात की थी कि हम थोड़ी और कंसिस्टेंट हो सकते हैं अपनी लाइंस के साथ, अपनी लेंथ्स के साथ, और इस इनिंग में हमने वो दिखाया. जिस तरीके से सिराज ने फर्स्ट इनिंग्स में और आकाशदीप ने दोनों इनिंग्स में बॉलिंग की. इवन प्रसिद्ध ने भी आज सुबह के कभी कभी आपको उतने विकेट्स नहीं मिलते जितने आप डिज़र्व करते हो, बट बॉलिंग हमेशा पार्टनरशिप में होती है जैसे बैटिंग होती है. अगर दूसरे एंड से आपको सपोर्ट नहीं मिल रही है तो आपके लिए विकेट निकालना उतना ही मुश्किल हो जाता है. तो जिस तरीके से हमने इस मैच में दोनों ही एंड्स में बॉलिंग की है, और सिर्फ फास्ट बॉलर्स ने नहीं, आई थिंक एक टाइम पे जो वॉशी ने क्रूशल विकेट, उनके कैप्टन का जो विकेट निकाला, तो छोटे छोटे मोमेंट्स होते हैं मैच में आई थिंक जो बहुत ही क्रूशल होते हैं आपको कैश इन करने. और वो आई थिंक इस मैच में हमने वो जो छोटे मोमेंट्स हैं वो हमने बहुत ही अच्छे से संभाले और अच्छे से जीते हैं उनको. जी, वर्कलोड मैनेजमेंट आई थिंक लास्ट जो मैंने जवाब दिया उसी को एक्सटेंड करूँगा. हमने इस इनिंग में 70 ओवर पिछले इनिंग में 90 ओवर किया. सब फास्ट बॉलर्स के आई थिंक 15-20 ओवर के आसपास आए हैं, जो आई थिंक टेस्ट मैच में इतना तो सब एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं कि आपको इतनी आएगी. अगले मैच का टर्न अराउंड थोड़ा क्विक है, बट होपफुली हमारे फास्ट बॉलर्स को अच्छा रेस्ट मिलेगा.
थैंक यू.
So on that we have seen that from the past innings when they were 84 for 5 and the ball becomes a little more softer, as you said before the match, that 30 overs के बाद 30 to 70, 80 overs, they had that long partnership of 303 runs in a very quick time. And then when you got the new ball, you got the 5 wickets and all that. Do you think that that would be the crucial phase in the rest of the series, that crucial phase of 30 to 70 or maybe 80? That phase in the new ball, how do you encounter that as a captain, to how to do that?
जी सर, I think it's very important when the ball becomes a little soft on a wicket that is flat. The most important thing that becomes for us as a fielding or as a bowling unit is how do we stop those runs, because we would get that second new ball and it would be relatively easier to get wickets with the harder ball or with the second new ball. And when they were, I think, 83 for 5 in the first innings. We straight after that we went for some short ball bowling because I wanted to take that extra risk and see if we get that
Rush
wicket.
it,
Yeah, and that's where I think we leaked a lot of runs. But that was part of my plan because I wanted, if we would have gotten one wicket there, their tail would have started. And I think that gave them a little bit of momentum as well. But we were so ahead in the game that I could afford that to take that risk. But in this inning, we spoke about, you know, even if we are getting wickets consistently, we'll still try to make them play in the areas where it's difficult to score or where it's difficult to hit. That's why we came a little bit closer to the stumps, where on a fifth day wicket the ball might go up and down. And the first spell of Prasad and Akash, how they bowled, I think they set the tone for the rest of the day.
Last few, yeah.
Shubman, when you were here for the preview press conference, a gentleman reminded you of our winless history, India's winless history at the Edgbaston. Now you have created history, you have led the team to the victory. What would you say to those who didn't believe Indian team and this young team?
I can't see that my favorite journalist. Where is he? I actually wanted to see him, but I even said before the test match that I don't really believe in stats or histories. You know, like I said, there we over the history of 50-60 years, we played 7 matches over different courses, different teams coming here. I believe this is the best Indian team to be able to come here in England, and we have the capability to beat them, to win the series from here, and we have got the right momentum with us. If we keep making the right decisions and we keep grinding and we keep fighting, I think it would be one of the series to remember.
Thank you. Congratulations for the
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Shubman, 2 test matches, you've already seen what happens with the softer ball, both with the bat and with the ball. Now, I don't want you to name the playing 11 or discuss about that right now, but do you think there's a certain way which you want to approach that period with the ball, especially because as a batter you would know कि किस ball पे फंस रहे हैं, finger spinners दोनों side से, you're not getting enough penetration during that phase. So will it be more, defensive, going ahead with the same thing and waiting for things to happen with the new ball rather than just enforcing things maybe with the Kuldeep?
It's बहुत tempting होता है जब आपके पास कुलदीप जैसा bowler है. One of the reasons why I wanted to play Washington was because वो हमको बैटिंग डेप्थ देता है, और फर्स्ट इनिंग में आई थिंक जो मेरी और वॉशिंगटन की पार्टनरशिप है वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट थी. अगर वो पार्टनरशिप नहीं होती तो आई थिंक हमारी लीड 70-80-90 रन की रह जाती, जो कि 180 से साइकोलॉजिकली बहुत फ़र्क पड़ता है उस चीज़ का. एक तरफ आपको लगता है कि यार टीम 200 रन आ गया है, और एक तरफ जब आप 100 या 80 रन होता है तो आपको लगता है कि आप बहुत क्लोज हो. और जितना एक्चुअली हमने एक्सपेक्ट किया था, 5th डे पे भी बॉल बीच में से उतना घूम नहीं रहा था, सिर्फ रफ में से घूम रहा था. वी थॉट कि मे बी अगर हमारी फर्स्ट बैटिंग, अगर हम टॉस हारते हैं, फर्स्ट बैटिंग आती है, तो मे बी ऑन अ 5th डे विकेट हमको फिंगर स्पिनर ज़्यादा कंट्रोल देगा अगर विकेट में से बॉल घूम रहा है. और स्पेशली ऐसी विकेट्स पे समटाइम्स फास्ट बॉलिंग से ज़्यादा आपको स्पिन ज़्यादा कंट्रोल देता है, डिफ़िकल्ट होता है रन बनाने के लिए, स्पेशली अगर थोड़ा बहुत विकेट से हो रहा है. तो वो हमारा माइंडसेट था. बट अभी देखेंगे कैसा विकेट दे रहे हैं वो लॉर्ड्स में. मुझे नहीं लगता इतना फ्लैट विकेट देंगे वो वहाँ पे. ये मेरी फीलिंग है, बट वहाँ पे जाके एक बार डिसीजन लेंगे कि कैसा विकेट है, क्या बेस्ट पॉसिबल कॉम्बिनेशन वहाँ पे हो सकता है.
Bumrah is playing Lords.
येस, ही वुड बी.
Shubman, congratulations. आप